And allow me to invite on the podium my friend, a mentor, a strong supporter of the foundation, its conferences and activities, a past 4-year chairman of Tesla Science Foundation, Mr. David Vuich.
Thank you very much, Marina. I think before I get into my presentation, I think we all owe a great debt of gratitude for an outstanding job of having orchestrated this evening to Marina Slavic. Please give her a nice round of applause. The Tesla Science Foundation extends a sincere welcome and thanks to those of you in attendance of this evening's Tesla Spirit Awards reception, and appreciate your consideration and support to our objectives. The New Yorker Hotel represents a most appropriate venue for our scheduled events. The fact that Dr. Tesla roamed the very halls for many years, and his spirit may be among us as we speak. So if a certain bolt of lightning should materialize, rest assured he is here. In recent years, I'm sure many of you are well aware that the Tesla name has resurfaced in a number of areas, to include several PBS and History channels, documentaries, a proposed featured film, in the news media, scientific reports, a new electric motor car known as the Tesla, and finally a rock group also known as Tesla, and many more. The Tesla Science Foundation is committed to seeing this momentum continue. And in order that Tesla receives his much-deserved recognition for his many contributions to society and also to promote his legacy. Today, there are many scientists, many engineers, colleges, universities, the world over that continue to recognize and refer to many of Tesla's inventions, patents, and theories, including a number of those responsible for the success of our space program. In the spirit of Tesla, the NASA space program was replete with Serbian scientists, engineers, and program managers, of which 13 top executives were members of the Apollo space program team. I thought I'd take just a few moments to remember one of those individuals who was a close personal friend who just recently passed away. You may not know his name, but hopefully, as a result of my presentation, you'll recognize the value and the pride that he's brought to the Serbian people. I'm speaking of a gentleman by the name of Mike Vuich, who recently passed away, who was the original Apollo program chief engineer, who was actually born and raised in a small village in close proximity of the birthplace of Nikola Tesla. On April 18, 1970, President Richard Nixon awarded the Medal of Freedom to Mike Vuich for his heroic deeds for an obvious reason. As a key engineer on the Apollo 13 mission operations team, who provided critical engineering solutions that resulted in the safe return of the severely damaged spacecraft. If all of you recall, there was a featured movie some years ago entitled Apollo 13. That Apollo 13 space module was in deep trouble. And as a result of the engineering prowess of Dr. Vuich, he done an outstanding job in assisting and providing the necessary solutions to see it return safely. I'll just take a few moments to read the certificate presented to Mike Vuich by then President Richard M. Nixon. As I read this certificate, you'll immediately recognize that these very same words could be applicable to Dr. Tesla if he were alive today. We often speak of scientific miracles, forgetting that these are not miraculous happenings at all, but rather the hard work, long hours, and disciplined intelligence. The Apollo 13 mission operations team performed such a miracle, transforming potential tragedy into one of the most dramatic rescues of all time. Years of intense preparation made this rescue possible. The skill, coordination, and performance under pressure of the mission operations team made it happen. 3 brave astronauts are alive today as a result of their dedication and because at the critical moments, the team were wise enough to self-possessed enough to make the right decisions. Their extraordinary feat is a tribute to man's ingenuity and to his resourcefulness and to his courage. I personally am proud and honored to have known Mike Vuich as a friend, a colleague, and also as a fellow member of that Apollo team. Tesla would have been proud. Allow me to continue this evening's event by introducing to you the gentleman responsible for that which we are enjoying this evening, and more importantly, with respect to our pursuit of the Tesla legacy. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the gentleman responsible for having organized the Tesla Science Foundation. He is overwhelmingly committed, passionate, and in the promotion of the legacy of Nikola Tesla, and continues to dedicate numerous hours and personal resources toward that end. His efforts have been to see the organization grow from a small, intimate club to the very foundation that we realize today. Please welcome to the podium my colleague and dear friend, founder and president of the Tesla Science Foundation, Mr. Nikola Lonchar.
Good evening, Tesla friends. Thank you, Dave, for a beautiful introduction. And thank you, everyone who was helping us to bring this event together. Special thanks for Joe Kenny. If New Yorker Hotel don't have Joe Kenny, and if you don't have this connection here, nothing will not happen tonight. He is absolutely wonderful, and he either shaking his hand. I never see that humble man like that. He don't want any credit, but is wonderful. Thank you, Joe. And